time to prepare for that holiday party, we want to make sure you have the right ingredients.
7 and 4's Alyssa Heron joins us live at Good Harbor Coffee in Traverse City. Good morning to you, Alyssa.
Good morning, Brendan and Melissa. I am here with owner Alice Ty. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. First of all, describe where you're located and how long have you been around?
We are on the corner of Front and Union, downtown Traverse City, right across from Fifth Third Bank, and we have been here for 22 years.
Wonderful. And what do you specialize in?
Well, this time of year, our specialty is our butter cookies that we make for the holidays. People order trays, Christmas trays with cookies on them, and we make a variety of cookies, or they just order the cookies themselves. But we also are a coffee shop, and we specialize in espresso drinks.
All right, so let's get into one that anybody could make at home, and this could be a great holiday drink for the parties coming up.
Yes, this one's pretty easy. If you have an espresso machine at home, a lot of people do, you can just make our gingerbread latte, make your own syrup at home. It's very, very easy.
Okay, so kind of walk me through what we're going to do.
I've made my shot of espresso, and then I'm going to steam the milk.
And this is gingerbread, correct?
Gingerbread latte.
Okay. Now, kind of walk me through the syrup that you're going to be putting into this and how people can make this at home as well.
Okay, the syrup is made with brown sugar and water, and you just heat the brown sugar and water on the stovetop, and then you add fresh ginger, clove, and cinnamon, and then I just put some in the drink with the espresso, and now I'm pouring in the milk.
Okay, so just about a shot of the simple syrup, and that syrup makes, plenty, and it lasts for a while, correct?
Yes. Well, I have a big one here.
Okay.
I probably had like a 6-inch piece of ginger chopped, and then I added maybe a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of clove, and I just put like the cinnamon pieces and whole cloves. Wonderful. And then I cooked it on the stovetop for like 20 minutes.
All right. I can already smell it. It smells great.
Yeah, so then when you're done, we make our own whipped cream, so this looks complicated, but you just buy this stuff in the can.
Yeah.
And then I'm putting on the top some gingerbread cookies that have been crushed, just to make that look really pretty.
Oh, that looks delicious.
After dinner holiday drink.
Wonderful. And then we were talking about another one earlier that is really simple, and I think everybody in the family could enjoy it, especially in the morning, right before the festivities begin. Kind of walk me through this. We don't have all of the stuff out, but let's just talk about what it is and how we make it.
This is a drink that we call a Dirty Harry, and it got its name, a customer named it. And we just take brewed coffee, usually our strongest brew. A lot of people like the French roast, or flavored coffee is actually very good. And then we mix it with our hot chocolate mix. So any kind of hot chocolate mix, everybody's got a hot chocolate mix, so we just mix that in the coffee. And it's really delicious.
Wonderful. Well, all of this information and more will be on our website. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Coming up at 6:30, we're going to show you some easy ways to make holiday cookies. Reporting live in Traverse City, Alyssa Heron, 7 and 4 News.
Looks very tasty.
Doesn't it? Makes you hungry when you see that.
A little bit. Yeah, we'll be checking with her in just a little bit.
Good morning, Brendan and Melissa. I am back, and this time joining me is the baker, Carl Mensmer. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. All right, now I have this platter of cookies in front of me. Tell me some different varieties of easy holiday cookies that people can make at home.
They're all pretty easy to make. Up front here we have our butter cookies. Going around here we have some scones, some cookies that we make on a regular basis, peanut butter, chocolate chip, etc. But we also have, for the Christmas season, the ginger snaps right here.
Okay.
You would bake those first and then dip them in the white chocolate.
Okay, so you can even buy a pre-made cookie and just dip it in white chocolate, maybe put some sprinkles.
Yeah.
Now this, if you can hold that one up for me, that's actually one of my favorites that you guys were showing me earlier. Describe how somebody could make this easily at home.
You could either make it yourself. This is just a basic sugar cookie, and you would roll it into a log with some plastic. And then when you're ready to bake it, you would roll it into your sugar or whatever candy coating you want on the outside of it, and then slice it to the proper thickness and bake it.
All right. So for people like me that aren't very savvy in the kitchen, you could also easily buy a pre-made roll of dough.
Right. Yeah, you can just buy the cookie dough right off the shelf at the store, and then bring that home and roll it in. And then you're going to want to freeze it a little bit because it's going to make it a lot easier to slice.
Wonderful. And then really quick, tell me some other healthy options that people can do with their cookies this holiday season.
We also make a gluten-free and a vegan variety every day. It's always something different. Today we made gluten-free chocolate chip cookies. Obviously, this is going to be for people with a gluten sensitivity or people avoiding gluten altogether. But this is made with almond flour and millet flour. It's just it's a healthy alternative.
Easy alternative. Well, thank you very much. I am going to bring in Becky Tranchel really quick so she can show us some easy decorating tips. Becky, you want to come on in? Alrighty, so thank you for joining us. You have these wonderful butter cookies. I learned to say butter cookies, not sugar cookies. This is a very easy cookie that anybody could make at home. Sure. Tell me, what are the ingredients?
Sure. So the ingredients in the dough is simply just powdered sugar, butter. Sometimes they call for like an egg yolk, and vanilla extract, and maybe baking powder. But again, this is something that you can buy in the store and then roll out yourself and cut into whatever shapes that you have of cookie cutters at home.
Wonderful. And really quick, Becky's been making these all morning. They're very cute. How did you make the icing so easy?
Sure. Icing's very easy. Honestly, just 2 ingredients. You start with powdered sugar. Measurements aren't really that important, and you add milk until you get the thickness you want. The thicker icing is going to be easier for you to frost with just because it's going to move slower, and a thinner frosting, you could maybe dip your whole cookie in and then, clean off the side and set it up. So both options. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're actually out of time. Thank you so much for joining us. One quick tip that you guys were telling me earlier is when you bake the sugar cookie, give me that.
4 minutes top shelf, 4 minutes bottom shelf. Do not overcook them. They'll set after you pull them out.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. All of this information and more will be on our website at UpNorthLive.com. Reporting live in Traverse City, Alyssa Heron, 7 and 4 News.